talking about setting up email campaigns and some of the functions and features in the email campaigns. So let's go ahead and mute the phones. If you can just mute your own phone, I think it's *6 to mute. Let me double check here. Can't remember. *6 to mute and unmute yourself. So if everyone could mute themselves, that would be great. Thank you. All right, so getting started with email campaigns, I'm going to go through some of the basics and then how you can edit them and change them. And I'm going to ask Tina Campbell, she's on the line, ask her to chime in as well when we start talking about frequency and sending the emails and things to put in the emails themselves. So the first thing that I do after I meet, if I'm going out and doing a presentation or meeting a group of people, I typically create, just send a blast email to all of the people that I just touched, and then I enroll them into the email campaign. So I have a couple different one-touch emails that I have saved that work after a presentation, after different events that I do, that I send out and then follow up with my email campaigns. All right, so go into Tools and Email Campaigns, and you can create all the different emails from here. So we're just going to go through and create a new campaign. And then you can add your messages. So your days, you choose what day they want to go out. So like if I'm doing a promotion or right after I do something, typically I send several emails right away and then have kind of a lag time. And then if it's an event, hit it hard right before the event as well. Tina, do you want to chime in and talk about that a little bit before I go through the how-tos?
Sure. I think the one thing important to understand with the campaigns that it doesn't go out immediately. Day one is actually the following day from when you set it up.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So yes, day one is the following day. So think about that when you're sending them out if you want them to be received on a specific day. And then what you want your subject to be. There's a book called and it's escaped my head right now, Words That Sell by Richard Bain. This is one that Dave Jenks has talked about, and I've talked about it as well before on these trainings, and it really has some great ideas of things that you can put in your subject lines, and then even verbiage that you can use within your emails. One of the things that you want to do is create a call to action, so something in your email that will get people to respond. It might have a deadline on it, and you can do sort of countdown to the event or to when the promotion ends, getting people to respond. I know this has been found effective, and if you start tracking when people are responding, then you know what to expect. People are pretty predictable when it comes to that. So you can choose the different templates. There are a couple set there for you that you can choose, and you can put your message in. The other thing, you can add images, so if you have any JPEGs or PNG files, you can upload your pictures. After you've had them uploaded, they can be saved, or if it's from a image from a web link, you can put that in as well. And that will put those images right into your email. Then you can use any of these. These are the customization tags. So the recipient's first name, this will populate in the person's first name if you have that information in their contact record. So these are the different ones that you can do. This one is to put in any of the videos. So we did Video Creator last week and Audio Creator last week. So there are some that are already added into your account, and if you've uploaded any from YouTube, they would be listed here as well, and the same is true with the audio. So if you do insert the audio, you can say what you want it to be, and it will show up like that. So when the person clicks on this, click here, it will play that audio. If you want to do any web links or hyperlinks, you can go insert the link, what you want the URL to be, and then what do you want the text to say? And then do you want it to open in a new tab? And now, one is the audio and one is the hyperlink. All right. If you do this send test, it will send an email to the account or the email address that you have registered with your account, and it will put in the name Sally. So if we look at the preview, if you have this tag, and I go preview, it will say Sally. So, and if you do the send the test email, that's what it will show up in your email too. So that is probably one of the most popular questions that we get is, why does it say Sally? But that's just because you're doing it as the test. All right, so then when you save the message, oops, oh, and it lost my stuff. So that's another trick there. Make sure that you have all of this, the day and the subject saved there. Good training. And we're going to put the audio back in. And then you can save it, and it will be here. So once it is in your email campaign, so if I go back into all of my campaigns, you can see that it was added there. From this screen, we're in the email campaigns, you can click on any of these, and you'll see all of the emails that are in there. You can edit each individual email if you want, or you can delete them. The thing that you can always add to them as you go. So like we continue to add to these email campaigns. And if I go back into Postmastermind, if I go into the delivery status, I can see how many people are in each of what email campaign they're on, or which email they are on. So there's 66 right here. So if I add another one, they'll just fall into place and start receiving that from these people. Or if you want everyone to start over through that series, you can reset all of your contacts, or just the finished ones too. And if they're with the delivery status, if they're not in a number, they might be in between them. Or if they're not on, so if there is someone who is on day 22, they might not be listed in here. All right, and you can always rename them or edit any of the information in each of the campaigns. All right, so the big thing with the email campaigns, if you want people to respond, you want to put some sort of call to action in them so that they get a response, so that you get a response back. You also don't want to make all of them salesy. You want them to be informational so that they don't start unsubscribing or they stop opening your emails. The other thing that you can do with the email campaigns, if you're wondering who is subscribed to them, you can do the advanced search, and you can search by email campaign. Here's management information. So you can see who's subscribed to each of those campaigns. And you can also, so you could search by a certain campaign, and then you can go and see if who has not opened the emails. So that you know maybe those people, they're not receiving them, maybe they need a phone call or another means of communication to follow up with them. So with that, that's kind of the information about the email campaigns. Tina, do you have anything that you would like to add, or anyone else want to add anything about the email campaigns?
I just wanted to mention that this ability to insert JPEGs is very important, because you could create a graphic such as a coupon or anything, call to action as a JPEG and insert it there. So that can create some interest.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
And usually you could do that out in some other type of either Word, and then just take a picture, a snapshot of it, create a JPEG. I found that to be really handy.
That's great. Thank you. One other thing, people have asked about attachments. No, you cannot do attachments with the emails, but you can do the hyperlink. So if it's saved on the web somewhere, if it's a PDF saved on a website, you can insert that hyperlink and it'll take them to that PDF instead of doing it as an attachment. Okay. With that, a couple other things that I wanted to touch on for people. Last week, or maybe it was the week before, on one of our calls, I think it was 2 weeks ago now, we talked about having a Next Level Suite Best Practices Facebook page, which is created. So if you are not in the group, do a search for this, Next Level Suite Best Practices, and you can join the group, or you can friend request me and I will add you to the group. The other thing that we also have is the Next Level Suite, just a regular Next Level Suite Facebook page. And if you're not part of that, I would like to invite you to become a part of that group as well. And with that, I am going to open it up to any questions that you may have about Next Level Suite while we're still on the line here and recording. Okay. Not hearing any. Your job this week is to get an email campaign set up. If you haven't had one set up, join that group on Facebook, and on that group I will ask for suggestions for these trainings. If anyone has anything specific that they would like me to cover, I would be more than happy. I'm always looking for ideas. So with that, I hope everyone has a great week. I'm going to stop the recording. Oh, one on chat. All right. Stop recording.